Good afternoon, Julie.
Good afternoon, Christine. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. And it's May 26, 2023. And let's, oh, there, that's better. I think I just have to readjust this a little bit. There, now we're both on there.
Oh, we look so damn beautiful.
Oh, yes. Well, now your head's not cut off.
No, not yours either.
Okay. And so we've had quite an exciting week, like my video
Oh,
yesterday.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, big
I know
week.
you being harassed on the bus, and then yesterday with the video that I put up with the man passed out on the sidewalk there from doing drugs and that after our counselor's office, their people from the office, her office, were checking out all the hot spots. But they apparently see those two, but they were not doing the drugs when they went by. They were, I guess, just showing up. But by the time I got around the corner to see them, they were shooting up. So are starting to get all their drug stuff all ready to do it. So that was a interesting day for me yesterday, because this was for me seeing this more or less firsthand. From what you've been describing over the many months that we've been talking about all this, and like here he is falling off the couch, like you describing too, how he's how you've seen other ones just sitting there in 454 or the Shepherds or wherever, and they're just shooting up and just falling off chairs and
falling up chairs or falling up especially outside all the time. They fall everywhere. And and they got no security around them to help them.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to give a hand.
Well, this is what I'm seeing, and it seems like our cities our city in particular now is filling up more and more with people that are strange people. They're definitely a younger crowd. I don't recognize most of them anymore.
Me either. I have no idea where they come from. Like from different cities maybe, because there's so many faces around and troubles.
Well, this is what I'm finding is where are all these people coming from? Because I have never seen it before. Now, are these people, because when the city amalgamated in 2000, are these people coming in from the outskirts of the city that can't get the services that they require? Because I know...
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, they have no help.
That may be one of the reasons that they're coming in. Because I know when I did the spill in February there to the city at the meeting on my video there, one of the other people was outside from Fitzroy Harbor that they came in to try and get help downtown here, and they were turned away.
They were turned away
because there's no services on the outskirts of our city.
Not at all. They're cutting everybody, and they don't care for nobody around. You know what I mean? They just want their paycheck, and after that, though, they go home. And that's it. So that's all they want.
Well, it's really interesting because, like I said, we're things are really happening down here very quickly. The streets are filling up. It's now getting just into summer there. We're almost there. Another couple of weeks we'll be into summer. And since the spring, we've been seeing the streets filling up even further. And you've been seeing a lot of it because it sounds like even the shelters as well as the drop-in centers have been fuller than they've ever been.
Oh, Christine, they're so packed. It's unbelievable. We're like sardines in there, like nobody can move nowhere. And they're doing drugs everywhere you go. Vine Street, Somerset, here downtown, the churches around. Mm-hmm. It's like a pandemic of them everywhere.
Yes, well now our counselors are going around to check out where all the hot spots are and where everyone's hanging out, basically to see what can be done and see if we can move these people on, because pretty soon we'll be starting to see the tents going up too, I'm sure, very shortly. And the garbage is starting to pile up again on the street.
There's so much garbage around. So much, We clean, but they always come back and put some more garbage everywhere. It's always full of garbage every time I'm walking around the Shepherds here. Every time, the 4542.
And that's not fair to the city. It's not fair to the people living here, because we don't know if there's needles in there. A child could step on a needle. We could step on a needle. Anything could happen to any of us. But I am really quite concerned about where all these people are coming from. Now, we've talked previously about your Baba there on the video that we did with him and your incident in the bathroom there. He was from Montreal, apparently. And it seems like it's more of a transit population that seems to be coming in here. It's like we see them one day and they're gone the next day.
Yeah,
So-
and they arrest me on the bus too.
Yes, I know that was,
like the Milano guy and everything
Yes.
else working at Giant Tiger.
Yes.
And you know what though, he's another another immigrant. Sorry to say, but I mean dark color, yeah, and so they like to arrest women.
Well, that's another thing. These people just seem to think that everything is a freebie. So this is what I'm thinking, that perhaps they're coming in because they're hearing that the services are all free. Everything's handed to them on a silver platter. It seems to be that all the drugs. The drugs they have to go and purchase, but I mean everything else that goes with the drugs is being handed out to them free. There's no consequences for their actions. Say if they go and smash a window in one of the store windows.
Or they put fires, or this and that,
Oh.
or harassing women down the street, or bullying them on on the bus. There's no more control, and people don't care anymore.
Well,
but you have to run for your own help.
I know, and it's because a lot of people just walk on by. They don't even call 911 anymore.
There's no protection nowhere.
Yes.
You deal with your own
Because everyone's
problems.
too afraid of dealing with
That too. They're really afraid. Even that poor bus driver, she was so scared.
Yes,
I was
know
right
it's-
beside her.
I know. I'm not surprised that she's scared. We have had bus drivers. That's why they put the cages around the bus drivers, because we have had bus drivers in past years actually stabbed with knives too. So
And being
that's
attacked. Yeah.
yes. So that's another problem, because they know they can just hop on the bus free in the back. There's no inspectors, and away everybody goes, and you don't know what you've got in the back of the bus. So
Exactly. And they're good to target you.
yes,
Every time, but they target me. Oh my God, really? My
Yes.
God, I'll bust your ass right away, and I'll go straight to the bus driver.
yes.
Call security or call DOC Transpo cops, and they come right away like this,
Oh yes, that's for sure. Like I said, you've had a couple of incidents lately on the bus that I've done with
So
you.
many times, Christine.
And some of the things that I'm really concerned about, like I said, is where are all these people coming from? If they're coming in from other cities, why are they coming into Ottawa in particular? Is it because everything's given to them for free? And it's to the point where why, like when we were children, if we did something wrong, there was always consequences for our actions. Our privilege would be taken away, or we'd have a time out or something. But they get away with everything,
Especially
and
today's world.
And the people who are just ordinary tenants here, living down here, going about our normal business every day, have to suffer for it. There should be some kind of consequences for these people. Put them to work. Like the good things that we're saying about 454, the old 454. At least they were sort of working for their meals. They were doing the dishes, cleaning up, things like that.
For gift cards, gift cards once in a while.
Yes, and then which was nice. If they helped out, they got a gift card.
I do remember that.
Yes.
And like just do the a couple garbage or whatever, and after that though we'll pay you a gift card.
So I just wanted to talk about that because it does concern me. I wonder if there's any way of taking statistics on, especially on where all these people are coming from.
And attacking other people.
If they're coming in from other cities because they can either get away with what's going on in Ottawa, and with the bullying and everything else that's taking place here, but the other cities are doing something different from what Ottawa's doing here. Maybe they're, from what I've heard, it's tighter in some of the other cities, so there's more consequences or something happens that they're cleaning up better than maybe what we are doing. Maybe Ottawa needs to take a look at what some of the other cities are doing, because if they're running to Ottawa, why is it fair? I don't feel that it's fair for our taxpayers to have to pay for all of them coming in to disrupt our city at all.
Yeah, there you go. No, you know what though? There should be consequences, and they should be punished for their act, and then and put their ass in jail right away or in court, and
or put them in a place where they may have to set up a detox center so that they can just put them in, let them have medical staff there till they come down, and if they don't belong to Ottawa, send them back to Montreal or Vancouver or wherever they belong.
There you go.
Because
there you go.
I don't feel that this should be on the backs of our city taxpayers at all, because we're having to pay more out for our policing. Why? And for emergency services, they're all down here in Lower Town trying to handle this. You know, and all I see is the sirens going, the police officers or emergency workers are all running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. You know, so I don't think it's fair putting it all on Ottawa, if that's what the case is. And there should be some way of keeping statistics, keeping track of who's in the shelters, who's coming from where. And I think if they cannot behave themselves in this city, then they should be placed back, if it's Montreal or wherever they're from.
Shipped up,
So this is
put
what
their ass back on the bus and go back home.
Exactly.
You know, but don't harass us here in Ottawa. And, like the street gangs, that's another big problem too.
Yes, exactly. It's all mixed up. It's like I said, it's a number of layers, but I'm just trying to tackle one layer at a time. But I like to find out, and I love to find out actually, where all these people are coming from.
And
so let them prove that they're from Ottawa or from the outside skirts where they're coming from before they were homeless.
That too.
And if they're from Ottawa, then we have the right. That's when we really have the right to look after these people. Our people. Here. Not in other cities, people.
Yeah.
Yes, they may be Canadian, that's fine. But we need our money, our services for our people. And as my grandfather used to say years ago, you know, it was great having the immigrants coming in. I love having them come in. They do help. And when they came in, they had to have some kind of work that they did, like, say, stonemasons and something, so that they could come and contribute to our society.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but not come in here and take all our resources away from us. You know, we look after our own first. So let's look after our own here in Ottawa first. So this is what I have to say today. And you take care and have a nice day. Okay?
Well, yeah, you too, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.